are on the talk today, guys. We're talking Lakers with Marty, Alex, Tony, Mario. Alex, what do you think LeBron does for LA?
LeBron's going to bring back the winning ways to the Lakers. He's the winner. He's going to make the Lakers relevant again and bring back the Showtime 1980 Lakers to 2018, baby.
Okay, and with the signing 4 days ago, that's been a big thing, right, on Instagram, and everybody's talking about how now he's here. You got Kobe's jerseys at Dick's Sporting Goods I saw the other day when I was in there. Do you think those jerseys come down? What do you think, Tony?
No, I don't think they come down.
I don't think so.
LeBron's going to have to do a lot more for the Lakers to take Kobe's spot.
Okay, Morrow's got some chime here. What do you...
I think Kobe Bryant's a Los Angeles icon.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay,
and he's brought 5 championships to the city. And he's done a lot in his career.
3, but that's just
Okay, 5. He's going to get a statue out in Staples Center. In front of Staples Center, I mean. I don't think LeBron will get a statue.
LeBron will never, ever live in the footsteps of Kobe. Because the average Laker fan is a Kobe fan. Kobe fans hate LeBron, so LeBron will never dethrone Kobe in LA. But he doesn't need to, because LeBron's legacy is already set. He didn't need the Lakers needed him.
Oh, I'm a little curious, Crazy Al. What's going on up there in Oregon? What are they saying?
Up here in Oregon, they hate the Lakers. They're in envy of the Lakers because of all the winning. Now they're even pissed off because they thought they had a shot at LeBron, but they were way wrong.
Tony, didn't you have you had a little bit of a opinion on this. The other day you were saying that Kobe should be...
Yeah, you were saying a lot about Kobe.
Why don't you...
So why don't you chime in with...
Yeah.
I think
Kobe?
If LeBron James can win 2 or 3 titles, pass Kareem on the all-time scoring list, Kobe Bryant is a thing of the past for the Lakers.
But
But LeBron's got 15 years of not being a Laker, so I don't think...
But I read earlier
He's not going
today
to be a Laker icon.
that since Michael Jordan, LeBron is the greatest basketball player since Michael Jordan. But I'm a Kobe fan. I think Kobe has got to be better because he did it before him, right?
No.
He only lost 2 championships.
No.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask Crazy Al and Tony T and Marty T-Bone here. What is Pau Gasol a legacy? What's his legacy with the Lakers? He won 2 championships, but how long was he here? 5, 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
Is he?
No, he's
in
not.
the upper echelon of Laker greats?
I mean, he should be, but he's probably not. No.
So if LeBron stays here for 4 years, he wins a championship or 2. I don't know. I mean, he's going to be a great.
Well, bottom line is LeBron's going to be the engine. Pau Gasol was only the caboose. So that's like comparing apples to oranges.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Pau Gasol was never the main thing. LeBron James is going to create a culture. He's going to bring the winning ways. I don't care what anybody says. He's won everywhere he's been.
Except for LA, yeah.
I think that's... Yeah.
Do you think they make the playoffs this year?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say they're at least the 4th seed in the West, if not better.
I think they're higher than that.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you think about the Cripple Darryl switching to the Laker Darryl?
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's retarded, I think.
Yeah, I believe in loyalty, and I think Clipper Darryl, I met him several times. I think he should have stayed with the Clippers.
Yeah.
Well, I think if LeBron he's got to win with the Lakers because the Lakers are like the Yankees. If you don't, championships is what drives the fans, to be happy with performance. So the pressure is on him to win at least 1 championship. He doesn't have to for his legacy, but if he does, like you said, winning in 3 different cities, especially Cleveland, and then bringing the Lakers back to relevance in an era where we've seen one of the greatest runs in basketball history by the Warriors. If he can beat the Warriors, knock them out of the playoffs, that means he defeated them in the finals, and then he beat them again, probably in the Western Conference Finals.
And we could argue he beat one of the greatest dynasties with the worst rosters in NBA Finals history, with Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Warriors.
Yeah.
So LeBron James doesn't need. He can only enhance his legacy, in my opinion. If he doesn't win a championship, his legacy is already set. He can only make it better. I'm not going to look upon him worse.
Raiders, right?
We're gonna have to cut, I think.
Hey, so what do you think? What do you think John Gruden does first year?
John Gruden's got a lot of pressure on him. He's got a lot of targets on his back. It's going to be interesting because a lot of people are saying that the game has passed them up. Although, you got to keep in mind he stayed close to the game in terms of preparing for the draft for ESPN, meeting with teams on a weekly basis, team meetings, the way teams operate and practice. So is the glass half full or is it half empty? I think part of it, he does have an advantage. It's going to be up to his.
Yeah,
the NFL has changed, no doubt about it, in the last 10 years.
Hey, you talked to Raider Cliff, right?
What?
You talked to Raider Cliff, right, about the whole Vegas thing. What's your take on that?
I wasn't even done on my take about the coach, but okay.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you
I don't know
off.
if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
we can hear you.
We can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you. You're
Hey,
good.
buddy.
About John, anyways. The game has changed in the last 10 years. It's going to come down to him if he's willing to adapt, or is he still running no shotgun? So it's really we're not going to really know until the games are actually played to see the adjustments and if he's really willing to change, because clearly the NFL has changed in the last 10 years to 15 years. So obviously I'm rooting for him because I'm a Raider fan, but the jury's out there,
What about a little side note? What about the duo of John Gruden and Mark Davis, the hairdos that they have? Mark Davis is
I think they're the coolest coach in order to stand them out there, buddy.
the bowl cut of Mark Davis.
Mario's got something for you.
Oh, do you think that the Las Vegas is going to weigh on John Gruden? Just the move and the pressure.
I think from Mark Davis' perspective, it obviously helps because of the move. You bring in this sort of a rock star. He's more of a rock star now than a coach. He's a public figure. He's a big deal. So I think, no doubt, from a football perspective, it makes sense. But to transition to get the buzz back with the Raiders, it's part of the show,
I got one more question. One more for you. Marshawn Lynch make the team?
Yeah, he'll make the team. I hope not, but yeah, he'll make the team.
Hey, now, when the Raiders move to Vegas, do you think they steal the light of the town over the Knights?
No doubt. The NFL is superior to all the sports in America, and especially hockey. The NFL, football trumps all.
What about Tony Romo's prediction of the Super Bowl next year? Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. What do you
This
guys
coming
think?
up here or next
Yeah,
year?
this year coming up here.
This coming up here.
That's what he said.
What did he say?
Green
The
Bay and Jacksonville?
Green Bay and
Green
Jacksonville?
Bay and Jacksonville.
How the hell did he come
You know
up with
what?
that?
No, I got to take on that too. I mean, I know a lot of people are hating on that, but I think that would be a pretty good game because the offense versus one of the better defenses.
Interviewing him.
Yeah. Hey, but what do you think about Norv Turner, man? Going over to the Carolina Panthers, huh? What do you guys think?
Oh, Norv, he
Yeah.
did some good things.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good offensive mind.
Where was he coaching last year?
No.
My personal opinion would be that it
I
fits
think
Cam
that-
Newton to a T. His greatest strength is his arm and alpha play action, and that is North Turner's offense.
All right. Hey, thanks, Al. We're going to take a commercial break here, and we'll be right back on this episode of The Talk. All right, we're back on The Talk, baby. Alex Blanc live from Oregon. Marty, Mario, Anthony, known as the Tonester here in Torrance. Now, LeBron James, we touched on it. Let's bring it back up because I want to talk about this.
Hey, Tony,
Now, who do you think the Lakers are going to basically hold as a franchise face when it's all said and done? Because you got Magic's era, Kobe's era, LeBron's era. If LeBron fails, does it get totally forgotten? What do you guys think?
I think they're face of the franchise of the Lakers. You're talking about all time?
All the time, yeah.
Magic Johnson, hands down. Magic Johnson's the greatest Laker of all time.
Even if LeBron wins 5 in a row.
Yeah, but I think that's
You're talking about right now. I'm not talking about
No, but I'm saying
5 years.
in 5 years, what do you think it changes?
Magic Johnson has succeeded in his career, business, and bringing the Lakers back.
Yeah, but though, I think you're talking to a guy that's a little older. That depends on who you ask. You ask the younger kid, all they know is Kobe. Us older cats, we're gonna say Magic, but that really depends on who you talk to. Because there's kids out there that didn't even see Magic play.
So let's ask somebody younger. Tony, what do you think?
I think it's Shaq.
Millennial.
That's the man. If Kobe ruined the Lakers' run by being the worst teammate in the history of the NBA. How many more championships would they have had if he wouldn't have been such a lousy teammate? Everybody wants to play with LeBron James. LeBron is not as a Laker.
Why did Paul George come here?
Yeah, that's
because he wants the money. But he stayed for money.
For the dollars.
And he doesn't want the pressure. If he comes with LeBron to L.A., he has pressure to win.
Come here. You're talking about LeBron. Why didn't Kevin Durant join him?
Because Kevin Durant's got something good going with the Warriors.
But why didn't he join a super team here? I agree with you, Al.
I'm just saying,
But do the Lakers have the money to bring them all here? And do the Lakers have the cap room to bring Kevin Durant?
That's your
with
cap.
LeBron?
That's your salary cap. It should. I don't know. Issue. I don't know what is it. $100 million.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how that would work.
Now, do you think Luke Walton does well with LeBron?
Excellent point, man. Excellent point.
I mean, Tyronn Lue didn't really do.
Won a championship.
You know what?
I mean, he won a
man,
championship.
Marty, you always got the good things to say, brother. I think that's an interesting dynamic because we all know LeBron James kind of goes to the toot of his own horn, right?
Right.
So, and then Luke Walton's younger than him, correct?
Same age. Yeah.
Okay, same
draft.
age. Thanks, Stack Guy Mark. So the dynamic's going to be interesting because we know LeBron James, he does what he wants. He basically was able to run the franchise in Cleveland. So that's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how that works. What do you think, Ann?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting dynamic because he was the Cleveland Cavaliers' history. It was LeBron James. I mean, he could do no wrong in that city and for that franchise. But now being with the Lakers, I mean, I think you got Magic, you got Luke Walton.
But don't forget, you got
can I
LeVar Bell, right? Ball, whatever that
LeVar.
was. Mr. Ball here, right?
The killer bees.
So,
Can I add something?
Yeah.
I'll say this, and I don't see this happening, but for some crazy reason, if the Lakers didn't make the playoffs, Luke Walton for sure would be the scapegoat. Automatic. He's gone.
Well, if they didn't make the playoffs, yeah. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
That'd be sad.
They have the best player in the
No,
world.
not
They
to
haven't made the
say,
playoffs.
again, we're talking about a team right now that's a very young. Now they've added some veterans, but if they go with the crew they got now, we don't really know how it's going to mesh. So say it takes them to All-Star break to figure it out, and they're already in the hole. I think if they're hovering around 500, even if they make the playoffs and they get bounced in the first round, I think they obviously have their internal expectation. If they don't meet that, I think the scapegoat's going to be they're going to get rid of Luke Walton way before they do LeBron James. So I think the scapegoat will be Luke Walton. Unjustified, probably, but that's just how it's going to be.
With the current roster they have, can they be the second seed? Could they pass the Rockets?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Why do you not think so?
Yeah.
I think they could.
I think they could be the second seed in the West.
I think they could even get to the 1 seed. If
No.
the Warriors
Well,
slip.
you know what?
Now
You
you're
guys
crazy.
are
Well, if
forgetting.
they slip.
You guys are forgetting. the Rockets were a hamstring from Chris Paul away from eliminating this great dynasty they called the Warriors. Yeah, you lost Trevor Ariza. Did they bring back the center?
Yeah, that's still in the works.
Okay, so they bring back Capella, whatever.
Well, I don't know
But if they were to add Carmelo Anthony, that would give them the stretch four again, like Ariza, who is not as good of a defender, but their team defense will make up for that. But he's a better scorer because he can get his own shot. So it's going to be interesting. I still think the Rockets are a pretty good team. They really should have beat the Warriors.
Yeah, but Chris Paul's a year older. And
LeBron James is a year older too, buddy. Lance Stephenson's a year older.
Yeah, but LeBron James spends about $1 million on his body a year.
Father Time, you can't beat that. Okay,
Tom Brady's beating
Tom Brady can.
Father Time's eventually going to catch up to it. LeBron James has a lot of mileage on his legs.
So
buddy.
where do you guys?
Is he going to play Olympics? Because he signed up to do that.
Wow.
He's on the team.
So where do you think Ball falls this year? You think he finishes the year with the Lakers?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think Ball will
He's
be
having
traded
surgery
or
on
something.
Tuesday on his knee. So
On his knee.
I don't know what they could trade for him or how they could.
Do you think Kuzma and Ingram?
Well, they could also trade him in season before the deadline.
What was his free throw percentage last year? 44%, 47%?
Yeah.
I think Rondo's as a rookie was like in the low 50s.
Yeah, so
but
how
nobody else has shot
well
the-
do you think Rondo does for the Lakers? No, I'm asking everybody.
I think Rondo's
a great leader. Great.
I'm only talking.
I think Rondo's an excellent piece. Not at $9.5 million, because I felt like they could have got my boy Redick for a few more mil. But at $9.5 million.
So hey, let's get the latest here in sports as we let's chime over real quick to Mauro Blanc as he gives us an update on the Los Angeles Kings. Mauro?
Los Angeles Kings. Well, they spent some money this offseason on their own. Drew Doughty, 8 years, $88 million. They signed Russian. I can't really know his name. Kalyachek. 2-3-year deal. But other than that, they haven't really done anything.
Now they also drafted that kid, right? From
They drafted, Skapari from Finland.
Finland, yeah. Wow, that's.
Other than that, their salary cap is horrible. I mean, it's just, and that's sport it is.
What's the salary cap?
Yeah, with
Salary cap is salary cap is it went up. It's like $70 million, but it went up this year like 75 or so. But yeah, that's hockey's far away from. I think.
So let's get a sports update also from Tony as he gives us an update on the Dodgers.
They're 10 games over 500. They're in the lead for the NL West and hopefully going to make some moves at the trade deadline to shore up the infield and get some more pitching.
And then have Kershaw choke again.
Now where do you think? Now where do you guys think the Dodgers finish?
Well, I think they win the division.
I think they win the World Series.
I think the Dodgers are that hot girl that leads you on and then dumps your heart like every year. They'll get to the playoffs and then they'll disappoint us all like every year because Kershaw will choke.
So
you're talking about the Dodgers where they're constructed right now with this pitching staff?
Yeah, do you think they make more moves?
They won't win the World Series with this.
The Astros won the World Series with,
Verlander.
Okay, Verlander, but they had a horrible bullpen and
we'll see.
they had Peacock.
We'll see. I don't think they're going to enter. They're not going to enter the playoffs with this roster.
Who's all out there for pitching that they could get or that's interested in coming to the Dodgers?
On the pitching staff for the trade?
Well,
that's tough. There's not a whole lot of starting pitchers out there. There's Jay Happ. And, I mean, Jacob deGrom would be nice, but he would demand a lot of prospects, and the Dodgers aren't into. Their new management doesn't like to trade away a whole lot of top-flight prospects, so that's probably not going to happen. So they'll probably go bullpen and infielder. Shorten the game with the bullpen and leave the starting pitching. They got Kershaw back. Ross Stripling's pitching good. I think their starting pitching will be just fine.
Okay, with that, we'll end this series of Bro Talk. Thank you for tuning in. This was another edition of Bro Talk. Tune in next time while Tony, Al, Mario, and Marty get ready for their next episode. We'll see you next time on Bro Talk.